Well. Isn't my T family community waiting for your boy T Gamer to post a new video? You know your boy is back, you know what I'm saying? Well, what happened was I ain't post on Friday, today's Sunday. Don't know. Hey. Hold up. Today's freaking Sunday, okay? It's not Friday, but it's today though. I ain't gonna leave y'all out on every Friday. That's not me. Boy, got y'all. Don't panic because I didn't post on the Pacific day. Your boy ain't gonna be Pacific every day. It's okay. What's up, y'all? Your boy T Gamer. And we doing this every Friday. Like I said, y'all hashtag every Friday. Send a link what video I want me to do, and I will do it for y'all. Just text me on at T Gamer, and then y'all just send a link. Hashtag every Friday, and then I will do the video. And then if I do, I'm gonna shout you out. That's all it is. It ain't hard. It's simple. So go do. Okay, this look like very scary. Y'all probably like, what is not animated? It's not animated, alright? This is like reality. You already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. Lockdown horror stories. This is part 1. Story 1. But y'all
this took place 2 years ago.
Y'all ain't finna watch this with no headphones, so y'all already know what y'all gotta do. Put y'all headphones, like I always say. Headphones required to watch every Friday. You don't have headphones. You better get out.
I still recall every moment in almost perfect detail. It was nearing the end of school. Everyone was on their way to their last period, which for me was history. A class that I not only wasn't good at, but I also disliked the teacher. And at that point, I honestly had no motivation of even showing up. So, ultimately, I decided to ditch and hide out in one of the bathroom stalls located near the very back of the school. Almost no one went back there, so I figured no one would find out anyway. I was in the furthest back stall, playing some game on my phone, when the ear-deafening sound of the principal coming over the intercom made me jump.
Lockdown. This is an emergency alert. Please follow lockdown procedures.
Hide.
To the nearest room or building. Lock the door and turn off all lights.
It was a lockdown announcement, though I honestly didn't pay it any attention, considering they were all practice. And so I just continued to...
That's what he messed up at. Okay, if you hear the principal saying lockdown, it's because of an announcement or doesn't mean you practice. You don't, just because you do practice doesn't mean it's always gonna be a practice. This man literally thought it was a practice, so he didn't even care. Now that's dumb. First thing, that's why strike 1. He's done. He's over.
FBI, open up!
The hum of the light faded, along with the buzzing of the AC unit, which meant all the power to the school had been cut off. The bathroom had gone pitch black, and that's when I was actually starting to get worried. Power was never cut off during practice lockdown drills.
Duh.
I texted my friend asking him what was going on, and literally right away he answered back with the text saying, "Dude, where are you? It's a real lockdown. Everyone's asking where you are." I told him I was in the bathroom, and he responds saying I should hide. But where else could I go? I wasn't just gonna run out into the hallway to find a better spot. So ultimately I decided to stay and hide in the stall I was in. I turned my phone's brightness down and texted my friend again. I asked him what the reason was for the lockdown, and after 5 long minutes of waiting, he replied saying that apparently there was a kid armed with a knife banging on classroom doors and asking to be let in. Both my classroom and the bathroom I was in were on the same floor, so I turned off my phone and tried my best to see if I could hear anything.
Don't make no noise.
There were running footsteps, and that was shortly followed by the sound of the bathroom door opening. I was absolutely horrified at what I was hearing. Whoever entered walked towards the stall next to me, went inside and shut the door. I held my breath for what seemed like forever. Then, To break the silence, in a shaky voice, I said, "Who's in here?" It was silent for a second.
Oh, God!
And
Strike 2. Strike number 2. Did he ask who's in here knowing that it's a lockdown? Why?
I'm just looking for a place to hide. I heard there was a lockdown over the speakers.
Oh, okay.
That didn't really answer
Okay.
my question, but the guy sounded around my age, and so I decided I'd just let it go. We sat in silence for what seemed like forever, when finally we got another announcement telling all students to exit the school in an orderly fashion through the front doors, where cops would be waiting outside. I exited the stall, but was surprised to see the guy next to me didn't. I asked him if he was coming, and he replied saying, yeah man, just give me a couple minutes. I thought that was weird, but regardless, I left the bathroom and
hold
started
up.
heading
He's
towards the front
suspicious.
exit of the school. As I was walking, my phone went off. My friend had texted me. He said that apparently a kid who was maybe a couple years older than us tried to rob a nearby gas station at knife point. The guy actually stabbed a couple people, and when he was unsuccessful in getting any money, he ran to hide in our school to blend in as one of the students. But what horrified me
was
the
the kids
most
out of
was the last
bathroom.
sentence. My friend said that the cops outside were saying that the kid was still inside, and that he was hiding somewhere in the back of the school. Reading this changed my walk to the front doors into a full-on sprint. Right as I got outside, I would frantically inform one of the police officers of what I had experienced. And after they searched the bathroom, they found it was empty, but that the window inside was broken. The kid had broken and escaped through the window.
No way.
Needless to say, for the next few school days, I had gotten a lot of unwanted attention because of what I had experienced. As far as I know, the kid still hasn't been caught, and it's still just difficult for me to
Yikes.
come to terms with the fact that I was unknowingly hiding in a stall right next to the guy I was trying to hide from.
That's...
Hours later.
Never trust no one. Like, he got lucky. He could have died. He could have died. Literally died. Like, don't trust no one, y'all. It's all. Don't trust no one. If they're in that situation, just don't trust no one in that situation, alright? Don't do it, because he could have died. It's number 2, y'all. Number 2. I forgot. Did you subscribe? Did you subscribe? You didn't get in the body.
What?
So I recommend subscribing. Hit your notifications on and help to T Family community grow. And it's all gonna be a banger for y'all.
I somewhat recently got my first real job as a teacher at a public elementary school in a nearby neighborhood. It was the first school year I was teaching, and at this point it was only September, so needless to say, I was still learning the ropes. It was honestly pretty stressful. I teach a first grade class of around 20 kids, so you can imagine how chaotic it would get at times, especially with my lack of experience. I remember one day, I was in the middle of assigning the kids a worksheet for spelling simple words, when the principal's voice came over the school's loudspeaker and ordered a lockdown. Now, being a new teacher, I wasn't yet informed of when the school had practiced lockdown drills around the year. Therefore, I had no idea if this was a drill or not. But I knew either way I had to follow protocol.
Dang,
Turned off the
thank
room's
you.
lights, locked
Hi.
the doors and windows, and had
Don't
the
be
kids sit
stupid,
against
bruh.
the walls, out of sight. I'd say maybe 5 minutes passed of complete silence, when I could faintly start to hear doors being banged on down the hall.
Just be quiet. Don't do nothing.
I could feel my heart
Stay
start
low.
to race.
Stay
as the sounds
low.
got louder.
Don't do
as
nothing,
whoever
y'all.
was banging on the doors
Always
got
stay low.
closer. At this point, I still had no idea whether it was just the principal checking all the classroom locks, or
Okay. Why would a principal bang on y'all doors, man? Think that one through. You won't see no principal banging on the door on lockdown. After the lockdown is done in practice, they say lockdown is done, y'all can return back to your classrooms. Every school does that. No principal gonna bang on your door just to see if y'all doing what y'all supposed to be doing. That is not even a protocol. Don't be like this kid, bro. This person right here, don't be like this person, bro. You gonna die.
an
You gonna
actual
die.
intruder in the school. But my thoughts were interrupted by one of my students bursting out crying. It was too loud. There's no doubt whoever was outside would have been able to hear it. I could tell. The banging outside stopped in response to the noise, shortly after, followed by a single pair of footsteps walking up to the door. It was silent for a few seconds, but the silence was quickly broken by a male's voice yelling out, "Hey guys, I think there's kids in this one." And that confirmed this lockdown was real. More footsteps could be heard running up to the door, and that's when genuine attempts to break down the door were made by multiple people. At that point, not a single kid in the class wasn't crying or screaming in fear. I didn't know what to do. I was never trained for this kind of situation. And that's when 2 gunshots could be heard. But it didn't come from the intruders. Police were now inside the building. Right after the shots were fired, the intruders could be heard running down the hall. 30 minutes later, and we were given the all clear. It turns out the intruders were 3 local high school students. They were eventually caught.
Wow. Yeah, if y'all want to see me pause, you gonna see me pause.
FBI, open up!
No. Way. 3 high schoolers trying to kill little kids. Well, what we're trying to do to the little kids or the person that's inside the room, the adult. Come on, high schoolers. They're kids. You're trying to kill little kids. I bet y'all have kids at home, as in baby brothers and maybe little sisters. You can't be trying to kill little kids. That's not right. Kids over here. And then
what?
Trying to kill you, you're gonna be frightened and scared. So don't do that to nobody like that, man. That's not cool, high schoolers. Don't. For y'all who watch my video, don't be no freaking criminal. If I see you seeing you being a criminal, bro, I'm like, if y'all open up, I'm telling you, you're being a criminal.
Asked why they did it, they would say close to nothing. Although, one of the kids claimed it was a bet, but personally I don't believe that for a second. No bet is worth going to court over, and even possibly losing your freedom. I firmly believe they had much worse intentions. Although most likely traumatized, luckily no one was physically hurt. The shots that were fired by the police were claimed to have been warning shots, and were aimed directly into the ground. It's been 2 years since this all happened, and I still teach first grade at the same school, and even in the same classroom. And to this day, those bullet holes can still be seen in the school's hallway.
Number 3, y'all. Number 3. Hope y'all join our video. Give me 10 likes.
Back when I was in middle school.
Give me
Technically, it was actually my last day in middle school.
Smash it.
It was late May, and for our last day, our school would do a sort of field day where the whole school would play a bunch of games to celebrate the end of the school year. Now, back then, I used to be a pretty active kid, but unfortunately, due to a recent concussion, I was unable to participate in any games the whole day. I was pretty disappointed, yeah, though I did bring my DS, and quickly opted to just sit inside one of the classrooms and play that, as, I mean, there wasn't really anything else I could do. None of the teachers seemed to mind, so there I was, all by myself in the classroom for my science class playing my DS. All the while the other kids got to play games in the school's gymnasium.
Game
console. It was a weird feeling being in that classroom alone. I don't really know how to explain it. I mean, up until that point, I don't think I'd ever been in a classroom completely alone. Something that needs to be mentioned is that the teachers that weren't watching the kids in the gymnasium were in a room across the hall having meetings. I'd say I was playing on my DS for not even an hour, when my English teacher, Miss Allen, rushed up to the classroom's door and closed it from the outside. She didn't say anything to me, so I figured she just wanted to make sure I could hear whatever the teachers were talking about across the hall. Forgetting about it, I went back to playing my DS. A couple minutes later, the classroom's door swung open. I expected to see one of the teachers coming in to check on me, but no, a man I'd never seen before walked into the room and closed the door behind him. The guy had to have at least been in his 50s, and so I just assumed it was some kid's dad. It wasn't unusual for parents to come into the school to bring a student their lunch, so I asked if he was looking for someone. He replied with no, in a tone that seemed almost offended that I would even ask that question. Before I could say anything else, the guy started walking towards me. I asked him what he was doing, and that...
Bro, that person, that teacher, get her arrested, bro.
FBI, open up!
Get her arrested. First, she slammed in the door and don't give the boy no warning. Why? What if he would have died? It would have been all because of you. Because you didn't get that boy no warning what's going on whatsoever. And then now a man inside the room with him because he don't know what's going on. He could have been hiding right now. He's doing something to get him protected. But no, he's playing his deals like everything's cool. Well, it's really not. Nothing's really cool because he can give her no warning. Give him no warning. Y'all, if you see that something going on and person that don't know what's going on, give the person a warning.
Shirt, revealing a handgun on his waistband. He followed it up by saying, "Look, kid, I'm gonna need you to come with me, or I'm gonna kill you."
FBI, open up!
The guy said it in the most carefree tone I had ever heard. And that, along with the fact that I'd never even seen a gun in person before, instantly overwhelmed me with pure fear. Before I could fully comprehend the danger of the situation I was in, the guy firmly grabbed my wrist and started pulling me towards the classroom door. But before we got into the hallway, the deafening sound of our school's lockdown alarm started going off. This was followed by the guy instantly letting go of my wrist and making a run for it down the hall and through a back exit. I stood there in shock.
Dang, y'all buzzing in my room like that.
And making a run for it down the hall and through a back exit.
He got lucky.
I stood there in shock for a second, but ultimately went back inside the classroom. I'm not sure how much time had passed when Miss Allen came back into the room and told me that she didn't want to scare me, but that there had been an intruder inside.
Miss Allen, that's who I think that went in the room and told him nothing. Miss Allen, why would you do that? You got that boy in danger because he don't know what's going on. You could have been killed because probably you did it. I don't know, some teacher. But you could have killed that boy because you didn't tell him what was going on. Man.
The building and a lockdown, which now was over, had taken place. I would tell her about the man, and instantly she brought me to a police officer who was already on the premises to explain what I had experienced. It turns out the man was the whole reason the school went into lockdown in the first place. The man was reported to have been scoping out the school all morning, and when he was seen getting close to the building itself, someone would call the police, which resulted in the lockdown. The guy was later caught and would openly admit that he had been trying to scare kids into getting into his car so he could kidnap them. And this reality still horrifies me to this day. Not a day goes by where I'm not thankful for the school's alarm going off when it did.
Lucky. Yeah, that's crazy. Why the beat is intensifying more and more? Okay. Y'all, that was three true lockdown horror stories. Bro, those was some crazy horror stories. The one that really got me the most was 3. Because 3, first, she didn't even tell the man, or the boy, teenager boy, that it was a lockdown, or what was going on. She just went inside the room, closed the door, and walked out. I don't know why she did that. She could have just told him what was going on. He could have got killed that day because he did not know what's going on. He didn't even know who that man was. He could have died that day. But hopefully y'all enjoyed that video. He would like even 10 likes for my YouTube video. I appreciate it. Love y'all as a T family. I know I didn't post today. I'm sorry. Like I said, I couldn't. So I can't get mad. I could not. But your boy here. I know you're waiting for me to post new content. Your boy is here. I'm not going to leave y'all. I'm not going to leave y'all, bro. Yo, it's my T family. Before I do, I'm going to try to post a live stream tomorrow if I can. Hopefully. Episode 2. You all probably know what it is. You watch my live stream, you know what I'm talking about. What's popping on that YouTube video. But, see y'all. Love y'all. Your boy T Gamer's out. Your boy fin to be the best T Gamer out here.
What?
You already know what it is. Telling you it's gonna be a process. But y'all comment, what should I do next? As in every Friday, like I said, use hashtag every Friday short EF. You type what YouTube video or the link of the YouTube video and tell me that you want me to do it. That's all you gotta do. My Instagram is TGamer. It's on my screen right now. It's TGamer_YYT. Y'all follow me on that. Y'all text me to keep the link every Friday. hashtag every Friday link, what the YouTube video link is, telling me y'all want me to do it. You get a shout out. It's that easy. But your boy is out. Peace. Love y'all. Bow. Next every Friday, y'all share me the link of the YouTube video that y'all want me to do for every Friday, and y'all get a shout out.